Hi guys, this is Sheila and Helen. Oh, and that's Helen. So today we're going to talk about cheating. Love this topic. So with cheating, we're going to talk about how we felt once when we were cheated on, and also what did we do to get through it?
Yeah.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
get through it. And what did they do? What did they do? Did they run off with your best friend? Have a baby by your sister? What did they do? What? You know. So for me,
That's some Jerry
I think
Springer, something that is.
right. Yeah. It's what sells. For me, I didn't have those two things happen, but I had my most recent episode of being cheated on, somebody who wanted me overall to place second, you know. Um, and no, no. And he and I were in a relationship and we lived together and everything, but he kept cheating, forever cheating, forever. And to men, I don't know if y'all understand this, but when a woman catch you cheating, you take from her, not just her dignity, you take away a piece of her. And although we may forgive you guys and, let you back, we're never the same because you've taken a piece of us. And to me, one of the most awful feelings was feeling less because you're obviously, I think it's natural for us to feel like, why? Why did he do it? What does she have that I don't?
Hmm.
Especially when you're trying to give them your all. You're like, oh, what does she have? What does she do that was different to make you even get out there to do this? And I'm gonna tell you, probably nothing. Some of them are just fucking cheaters. They're just freaking cheaters. That's all they are. They are absolute cheaters. So it don't matter if you could have laid gold at their feet, ran their bath water every night, had sex with them 3 and 4 times a day, they'll cheat, because it's just innate. It's something missing within them. So one of the hardest things for us to realize, and sometimes we never realize it because women are so much, we take ownership because we're always trying to fix things or make sure everyone's straight except for us. And sometimes it's like it ain't got nothing to do with us. They just, and what is something missing in them that you can't fix nor I can fix. Even though we may want to fix it, even though they've cheated on us and we still want to fix it. No, we can't. That's some healing that they're going to have to do. That's some self-work that they're going to have to do. Some people can say that's some shadow work that they're going to have to do. That's what it is. It's nothing that you or I can help them with. And some men, I'm not going to put it on all. I'm going to tell you, some men get it. They do their shadow work. They get it. It may take us leaving them. And even though we probably in the back of our heads said we'll go back, but we have to let them not know that we're thinking about going back. But sometimes it takes us walking away from them and taking a chance that, hey, he may come after me and hey, he may not. But we have to do that sometimes. And that's what's going to make them realize who you are. Because I'm going to tell you, I made this mistake myself several times. You take them back. You'll be mad, slamming cabinets, doing everything, always on his ass about some shit, but we take him back. What has he learned? I learned that I can do this. I learned it's gonna probably take a month or 3 weeks or something to get back right, but she's gonna take me back. Has he broken the pattern? No. He just learned through the healing part of it or your talking, because we love to talk. He's probably taking notes. How did she find out? Because I know that question got asked me. Well, how did you find out? Well, whatever way, I'm a wizard. I don't know. I ain't finna tell you For what? So you can perfect your damn game? No, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am. So that's what we're talking about today. Cheating. Told you I love the subject because I've been through it. So if I can
You
help
was talking,
anybody
you
not go
was
through
talking,
it, I'm here.
you was talking about the shadow side, the shadow working. There's the inner child as well. And I believe it is so true that, and it's not just men, I think whoever cheats, whether it's male, whether you're male, whether you're female, there's something broke, like you said. They need healing also. There's something not quite right, and they need to do the work, whether it's shadow work, whether it's inner child work, but there's something that's missing in them, you know. And you're absolutely right. They do take a part of you when they cheat, when they lie, because it's a lie, you know, and they just break that trust. It's the trust. For me, it kills me. I need to be able to trust the person that I'm with. I need to be able to know that what they're saying is real and is true. I need transparency, because I don't know, I'm very liberal. I'm very down to earth. There can be a lot that I can accept, as long as you're honest with me.
Mhm.
So the minute that, and I put that out there, so the minute that I catch you in a lie, or I catch you doing something where you're not being truthful, that just changes the whole game. It changes the whole relationship totally, because now I can't trust you. So where does that
Yep.
leave the connection? Where does that leave me? Because now that's left me in a place where you're not that same person anymore that I thought you were,
Yep.
And yeah, when I've been cheated on, yeah, definitely you do think to yourself, what is it that that person has that I didn't have? And to be honest, I felt embarrassed. I felt ashamed.
Mhm.
Made me feel ashamed and embarrassed that I couldn't hold down a relationship, that I couldn't keep that connection, you know?
Mhm.
And I kind of shouldered all of the
The
I shouldered
responsibility
all
of
of the responsibility, yeah, I did.
yeah,
Took it
yeah.
all on, because I thought that there was something wrong with me. I
Mhm.
thought that it was my fault, you know.
Mhm.
How many of you guys out there felt that way, that, when somebody's cheated on you, you blame yourself? I think that's the biggest mistake you can do. I think it's really important to kind of recognize that the fault is with them and always
Yeah.
recognize that. But we never do, though, do we? Do you know what I mean? And going back to you saying, taking them back, why do we do that?
First thing a woman gonna tell you is because I love him, or the history. That's the one I love, the history. We've been together. That's my baby daddy. That's the history. We've been together since we were 16. And so if you've been together with somebody since you were 16, and let's see, a total I don't know, just say whatever many years. How many of those years was he ever faithful? How many of those years did he actually make you happy? History means nothing. History means nothing. And if you disagree, help set me straight. I'm always open to that. But in my opinion, history means nothing, because you can be with somebody for 10 years and probably being only happy out of the 10, 1 year.
Mhm.
History don't mean shit, because then you think about it. How many people out here, and please, if you do have this story, please share it, because I love to hear happy things. How many have been with somebody for 10 years, never was happy? He always cheated, he always did that. Y'all got that history. Then you turn around, finally break free, and you get with somebody else. And it just feels so right. And you only been with them, say 3 months. and everything just feels so right. Everything falls into place. 6 months in, still feel that way. A year in, still feels that way. This is your person. But if you would not have taken that step and held on because of history, you would have never met the right person for you.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing that I truly want to point out is some people, for the ones who do, because I'm not knocking anyone's faith, but God ain't sent everybody to you. Sometimes we pick our own person and think that they're sent by God. We ain't really prayed about it, but it just feels so right. And I just know God sent him, but he dogging you out. He's disrespecting you. He's just taking all your essence, your energy. He's breaking you down. He's not building you up. You're not his asset. You're not an asset to him. You're just, I don't know,
The
but
thing,
he's not doing
an
any
object.
type of good. Right. And you still think God sent him to you? No, you brought him in. God ain't sent that person. And that's one of the things. Sometimes people hold on to other people because they just think God sent him. Everybody know God is about love. And what that man is doing to you is nowhere near love.
Or woman.
Nowhere near.
Remember, sometimes some women treat their men that way. You know, some women cheat.
Some women do. So you can do that part, and I'm doing the women part because I have more experience. You know, no, God ain't sent that person to you. He has not sent that person to you. No universe has sent that person to you. You ain't well, let me say, you probably manifest his ass in your life and you just forgot to put some key ingredients in there. You forgot. Do not let him cheat on me, Lord, whenever he comes. You know. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That one kills me because I've heard so many women say that, or they hang on because they just think that this person is um that's their assignment, or this person is their assignment. No, ma'am, he's not. God ain't gonna send nobody in there to hurt his children. Nobody.
I think as well, it's about being in your comfort zone. It's what you're comfortable with because it's what you know. It's like you says, it's history, but it's also about what you know and being afraid of stepping outside of what you know. So therefore you may take them back. And then obviously, yeah, you know, as we've talked about earlier, there's still the feelings though, isn't there? As much as
Yeah,
they've dogged you, as much as they've made you feel a certain
right.
way, you still have those feelings. And
Yeah,
I suppose that's another reason why, you know, we take a person back that
mhm.
cheats. Um,
Yeah, I've done it. You know, you're
yeah.
comfortable with that person, even though you don't like what he's done,
Mhm.
you're comfortable with him. So I've taken him back.
Mm. And you
Just
want it
had
to
a
work though, that's
teenager.
the thing. Yeah. You want it to work. You're hoping it's gonna work. You have
Mhm.
faith that it's gonna work. Um, but then you know you find out that
It's
they
not
do
gonna work.
again, like you said. What is the message that you're giving to them when you take them back? You're
Mhm.
actually saying, well, yeah, you can cheat on me and it's okay. You can make me feel unworthy and it's okay. you know um so yeah, I think it just goes back to, again, knowing your worth, really, right?
Right. Mhm.
You've got to know your worth, so then you know what you will put up with and what you won't put up with. And
Mhm.
in the name of love, a lot of us lose our self-worth,
We
and
do.
it's not right. And again, you know um I come across a lot of clients where they're on about their love life, and they're wanting this person back, they're wanting their connection back, but it's broke, and they're so dependent on the person. The codependency thing doesn't help either, and that is part of it. And I think that's why a lot of people that cheat, they get away with cheating because we're codependent. We depend on that person, thinking that they're filling the gap in our lives, when actually we need to be filling our own gap. It's not about the love of the person, it's about the love of self. And I think that's why cheaters, they get away with cheating.
Yeah.
And we talk about this is a topic that everybody talks about, and I think there are some cheaters that may have these traits, but the narcissistic traits. So you will find that these cheaters or these players, they actually pick up on your energy. They know that they can cheat on you because they know that you're a caring person, you're a nurturing person, and therefore they can use that. They see it as a weakness and they'll use it against you. And people like us, and empaths that really care about other people, we always fall victims to those kind of people. Do you know what I mean? We're targets, and it's almost like we have a halo over our head, or there's some sort of aura around us that they just sniff out, and it's like, yes, there's my victim, and we fall for it every single time, you know. I wonder how many of us, and put in the comments, how many of us have seen the red flags and ignored it, and then later on kicked ourselves for it. Because we do, the cheaters that we see the red flags and yet we turn a blind eye.
Let me tell you, I think that, and it just came to me like this, red flags are tests.
Mhm.
I think that men test us from the moment they lay eyes on us to see what they can get away with. And we're just so in ooh, he's this and that. But they actually are testing us to a degree to find out because they're interested in you.
Mhm.
So it's like, let me just see, because some men can be interested in you and throw them little tests out there that we call red flags, and we nip it in the bud, and they like, I'm finna go, because she gonna be too much work. I ain't gonna hardly be able to get away with nothing with her, so I'm finna keep it moving. And we'll be thinking like, well, he didn't know. No, he put you to a test, and he's seen that he couldn't run over you, and you're not gonna turn a blind eye. So he's gonna be like, keeping it moving. I'm keeping it moving. He gonna throw them up at you and keep it moving. Now, when we turn our heads and ignore them red flags, that's when they be like, okay, I can fuck with her because she gonna let me do what I want to do. And they're gonna start learning you. They're gonna start studying you. Even when they act like they're not paying any attention to you, they're gonna start learning you, because now it's like, okay, I can deal, I can get with her. Okay, I know if I do this to her, she'll be mad for a couple of days. I know that all I have to do to get her unmad is take her out to eat, bring her something, bring one of her favorite dishes, and or if they cook her something, or buy her something, just anything. They're testing us to see how far they can push, how far they can go. And once they get in good with us, trust me, they going. They gonna do it because they know. And I think it was Tamar Braxton one time. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't mind being corrected. Tamar Braxton has said, let that man cheat in peace. And at first, I ain't her biggest fan, but at first I was like, what she mean, let him cheat in peace? And then when she broke it down, I was like, I can't agree with Tamar, because it's like this. If all we're gonna do is go through slamming cabinets, being mad, what's the point?
There's no point. Just
There's
like
no
I've
point.
said,
You're just
there's no
making your
point.
home unhappy.
Because you're never gonna stop someone cheating. No matter what, it doesn't
No.
matter. If he's gonna cheat, he's gonna cheat. So you know what? Don't send yourself crazy. Don't mad up your own head over it. When he does it, let him know you know. And you're, at the end of the day, I think that's another thing that we forget. That we're in the we have the power at that point. We have the choice at that point, and you make that choice. Now it's either you're going to step and you're going to move out of the connection, or you're going to forgive him and you're going to stay in the connection. But that's the only two choices that you have. It's only two choices that you have. But you can never stop someone from cheating. I'm just wondering, like how you're talking about how the guys test us. And I know that they do, because I saw it on a video as well. I can't remember what video it was, but I saw it on a YouTube video. And the guy was saying that, that's what men do. They have a strategy. And I think it's just embedded in them, but they do certain things to check you out, to see whether you will accept certain things. And it even goes to a point. The last resort, I remember them saying, the last resort would be that he will get aggressive with you, like get angry with you over the phone for nothing, or even some may even may push you or touch you just to see what you'll do, to see whether you'll accept it or not. So they have their strategy, but I'm just wondering how many women have their strategy for the guys that they're going to cheat on. Because I always think personally that women are better cheater than men. They cheat better than men. I just think that they hide things better. They know how to hide things, whereas men, I think sometimes they tend to they give things away because they're natural. They change up their persona and how they act, and we pick it up straight away. Whereas with women, I think women tend to they tend not to hide it, if you know what I mean. It's out there, but it's hidden at the same time. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Women are just really smart with it. He would never know because she wouldn't change her persona. She wouldn't change who she is. Whereas guys now, they change it all up. You see, if a guy's got a woman, you're going to see him start dressing differently, or he's going to start going to the gym, or he's not coming back at a certain time. He flips things around. He changes stuff. So then you're able to pick up on it. I think women are a lot more smarter. I don't know, because I've never cheated, and I date guys, so I don't know about women, like how women cheat. It'd be interesting though to see what the
I guess
difference is between the two.
I'm sitting up here thinking, like, I get what you're saying, and how can I put it? I think that back in the day, maybe, or not even back in the day, I think for me, it's like I'm transitioning into the mind frame of if they care, or no, how can I put it? Men can be just as cunning because they've heard this for so long. So they're stepping up their game. They're stepping up their game. So I think it's the ones who just blatantly be out there and doing whatever because they don't care. They don't care they really don't care if you find out or not. They don't care. They're not threatened like they're gonna lose you, or they just don't care. There's no threat. So they don't care. And I think that was with both of them, men and women. Is when whoever doesn't care, they'll do what they want to do. That's just what I'm starting to see.
Yeah.
But we are smart, and sometimes women. But I guess that's why I said what I'm saying, because I've seen some men play that role like, oh, that's my best friend, or whatever. And they out there together all along. Or some men, they done got slick themselves. That's all I can say. Men done got a little slick themselves. They have. Y'all tell me some stories.
Yeah. But again, like I think I mentioned it in our first video, that
Mhm.
I think, I don't know if America's the same, but I know in England we have a lot more women than men. So there's a shortage of men. So therefore, the men are aware of this, and they're kind of like aware that there's some women out there that are man hungry, basically, and they don't mind sharing a man. So
Yeah.
it kind of just encourages the cheating, to a degree,
Mhm.
you know.
And some women don't. Some women don't. They don't mind sharing, and some women are just as ruthless, though. They
How
can
do you mean,
have
like they're ruthless as
they can
in
have that same
running
that
after
that
your man?
same mentality. Like, oh, this is my best friend. He gay. He this. He that. Oh, okay. Oh, that's my brother. That's my brother. You know, me and him, we grew up together. We're like sisters and brothers. Oh, okay. All along, because I'm telling you, I know personal people. That's my brother. Or God, oh, that's my best friend. We're like this. We're like sisters and brothers. We grew up together. Hmm. Oh, that's my cousin. Hmm. Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh. And really, there's somebody else's husband.
Yeah, they just having sex. They out there, they doing their thing together. Hmm. Because I know this is a guy who told me this story that he was messing with this girl and he was over at the house. And I was like, there's no freaking way that a guy would do this. But I know he wasn't lying. True story. So he's over there. They done did whatever. They chilling at the house. The boyfriend comes. You know, it sounds like something off of movies, but it happened. And he pretends like he's gay. And I was like, are you, are you, are you kidding me? Yeah. And I'm like, oh, wow. So you can't even trust that, like, oh, that's her gay best friend. Okay. And now guys, I think other men have got hip to that. They don't care anymore. And I know that y'all probably got some stories, but and if you do, please share them. Because like I said, once again, I love reading, hearing, just
Yeah.
I love it. But I think guys can get hip to that because I know that guys they'll be like, I don't care if that is. I don't care if he gay. He still got this. He still got that. You know, they don't care because they didn't get hip to that. They didn't get hip to that. And as well as us, you know, oh, she like women. Oh, she this, she that. And I don't care. So no, you just can't trust it. Can't trust it.
Wow.
I told y'all this is my favorite subject. That's why I open it up. That's why I'm the host of today's show. Oh no. But anyway, yeah.
So,
It is my favorite, yeah.
so, like, how did you deal with the cheating side of things? I know. So, I always thought that I would be cool and calm, and like, I always said to my partner, if you cheated, go on. She can have you. Because if you cheat on me, then you're not worth it. And that's what I always used to say to him. When the day came that he cheated on me, it was totally different story. Totally. I did things that I can't believe that I did. Um, you know, I I went to the school, pulled up the woman, pulled up him, went crazy, just let off. And it was like, oh my God, like, but that was my headspace at the time. I didn't know how else to deal with it other than just let off, and that's what I did. I let off. And I suppose maybe that was part of some of my embarrassment, but at the same time, um, it made me feel better. Damn, it made me feel better. That's what I needed to do. Um, but yeah, how did you deal with yours?
I in a non-productive way wasn't productive for me. No, and that's being real. It wasn't productive for me at all. You know, I'm the best FBI agent out there that's not getting paid by the FBI, but I am and not getting the entitlement of, you know, that the FBI people get. But I'm the best FBI, you know, screw the CIA. I'm talking about the FBI. And then on top of it, not productive because I didn't just know. I said in the beginning and I held to my word, I'm gonna fuck out everybody else. I'm just gonna mess y'all all up. And I did. I mean, not that I'm proud of it because I shouldn't,
Yeah.
but my thing I tell everyone, and I think they all think I'm joking when I said this to them, there's two things in my life you don't mess with. And I told them, I said, number one is my children. They're grown now, but still, the message is still the same. I don't care how old they get. Number one is my children. Number two is my feelings. And I think people think I'm joking about that, but I'm not. I take that to heart. And I mean what I say. I'll fuck you up. I'll kill you over both of them. So don't mess with my children in that order. Number one, don't mess with my children. Number two, don't mess with my feelings. And I mean that. And I think the guys, I know, I know they just thought I was joking. No one ever tried number one, but they damn sure tried number two. And I tried my best to do. I held firm to what I told them because I meant what I said. So that's why I'm not, it wasn't productive
No.
and none of that. I could have been in jail.
Yeah.
God had a hand over me because he probably saying she just in her feelings. She don't know how to handle this. And I'm gonna protect her. Let me send my angels out as protection around her because she about to go to jail. She about to mess up her job situation. She got a decent, good job. You know, she about to mess up. She ain't got no criminal record, but she about to have one. And
I hear that.
you
I
know,
hear that.
he's just like, I'm finna help because they say he protect fools, and he's like, she is a fool. I'm finna help her. Gabriel, Michael, y'all go down there and help her. Help her. Just help her. Because she needs it. Until I got, I got it together. But other than that, yeah, I did.
So you
I
did
did
the
a lot
same
of
as
things.
me then. You went out there and you did some crazy, crazy shit. I went as far as driving around the neighborhood of where I thought she was for hours on end, trying to find his
Yeah,
car, trying to find the truth,
right. Even though we know the
trying to
truth.
catch them
We
out.
know the truth. Yeah, we know the truth, but we're just we need that. We want that. And I remember telling him one time, and I meant that too. I guess he eventually learned that what I said I meant. Like I told him one time, he said something. He was dealing with a girl and she had kids. And the kids were probably about 9, 10 years old. And I'm not proud to say that I did this, but I meant this from the heart. I told him, I said, I don't give a fuck about nobody in that house. I don't give a fuck about them kids. I don't give a fuck about you. I mean, give a fuck about her. I just give a fuck about you. See, and that's how messed up that was. Because listen to what I told him. I don't care about that woman, kids. I don't care about that woman. The only person in that house that I care about is you or
Right.
was you. And that's messed up. But I meant it. I meant it. And just as much as I cared about him, this is just as quick as I fuck him up, just right along with them two, them kids and her. So, and I had to think about that, like, he ain't worth me going to jail. He is not worth me going to jail. He is not worth me having a record. He's not worth me losing my job.
No,
I
not at
came
all.
to that conclusion, but it wasn't like it was just like automatically. No, it was after a few rounds of me trying to either run him over, literally, and just stuff. It's like things on that level because my feelings, the more he hurt me, the deeper the pain, the more I went after him.
The more
The
you
deep,
wanted the revenge, right? You wanted the
exactly,
revenge. Yeah,
the
yeah.
deeper the pain.
I think, I
And I
think,
think he realized that. He started realizing that.
yeah,
And no, we're not together now. Thank you. But yeah, he
yeah.
realized it.
I think as well, it's really important for you to remember, or for us to remember, that being in that energy really isn't good. It's
It's
not
not.
good for you.
It's
not
not.
at all. I used to
Can't nobody
think
tell
of
you
like,
that when you're in that
no,
energy.
yeah, you know,
So
and
that's
I had
something you gotta
my
come to.
son was young then. My son was 3 at that time, and to think the things that I was thinking of doing, and if I ever got caught, you know, where my son would be, and you know,
Right.
it's crazy. It's absolute
Mhm.
crazy. But at the time, it feels necessary because you just want your revenge. You want to hurt them as
Like they've hurt
much as they've
you.
hurt you. Yeah,
Yeah, you're dealing with this pain and he over there,
having fun, having the
yeah,
happy life,
yeah, having fun, you know.
or
And
they
people be
seem
like,
to be
well, it ain't
having
got
fun.
nothing to do with her. It ain't got nothing, you know. And I'm like, you're probably right. But do I care? I don't. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to y'all. I'm trying to keep it as much real as possible. You agree with me or you don't agree with me. It is what it is,
Yeah,
you know.
I don't know.
But you
I
learn,
think,
and that's my saving grace.
yeah,
Learning.
you learn, definitely. Um, Again, anybody that's been through this scenario, anybody that wants to share their story, please leave in the comments at the bottom. And if you want to reach out, the email will be in the description for you to reach out. And we're going to have to go soon because the time's going to be running out now. So, yeah, it's been great talking about this. It's a great subject. And thank you guys for being with us. Thank you for sharing your time with us. And again, if you like the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit the notifications button if you want to get any more videos from us. And take care and stay blessed. Bye.